Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies to gain the advantage in combat.
Come in, Altair. I trust you're well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd-ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Eris used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibrand. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
What's going on? Cause any trouble? What's he running from?
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand.
Again.
You must be busy. I understand.
You're a dead man.
The work of a master. That, my students, is how we all should fight. You must be busy. I understand.
Is he running from someone?
Such wild... Things will give your enemy...
When you are exposed, use sharp turns or climb over buildings to break your pursuer's line of sight.
Die, thief!
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
Die, thief!
That hurts! Stop it, please!
Die, thief!
Won't anyone help me? What have I done?
Die, thief!
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
That will cost you your life!
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please!
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Has he lost his mind? Won't anyone help me?
Your presence annoys me.
Stop it,
Infidels! You stand no chance against me. God is on my side. I will... Infidel! Move inside here!
Who would you care
came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. Who would be such an awful thing?
Horrible. All right, where are you?
What's got him in such a hurry? I wonder where he's off to.
Please help!
He seems to be in a hurry.
Die, thieves!
Pay for your sins!
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear.
Stop! That man is a killer!
Oh, how frightful. That could have been me. Why would anyone want to do that?
Be wary, friends!
What's he doing?
The shaitan is everywhere!
All I ask is for a
Waiting.
coin.
He tempts us always! Stop this! You won't get away from me!
Someone's short.
There! Get him!
Turn back now.
Leave present before I make it. I bet clean on you! Yes! Yes! إنه ينهك نفسه! اقبضوا عليه! إنه ينهك نفسه! اقبضوا عليه! من يفلت! Gel buraya! Nasıl kaybediyorsun? Karahatına tutar. He's firing himself! Get him!
It's forbidden for you to eat. توقف عن الجري.
Geber kafir! Beni yenemeyeceksin. أيها المنحل! There's no way out! He's finished! Belki farkında değilsin ama hala yenemeyeceksin. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
There he is! You will not get away from me!
I'll get you!
You have no business here.
I will find you! There! He's there! You will... He will not gone far! I take him down! I'll get you! Where is he? I'll take you down! Where is he?
I'll have your head! Burada işimiz bitti gitmiş.
أشك أننا سنعثر عليه.
I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish.
Nice spot. Serves him right.
Where is he?
Hırsızlar arazine müstahak. He seems to be in a hurry.
Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. Watch what you're doing.
Geber kime boyun eğmek vereceksin?
Altair, your name is on everybody's lips these days, and for once their words are kind. If you're truly a changed man, perhaps you'd be willing to do me a favor. Jubair has employed certain merchants to spy on the citizens for him. They feed him names in exchange for gold. You'd be doing all the city a great service if you were to find these merchants and destroy their stalls. This should end their evil.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası
Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with, I'll do it.
Don't move him!
Come on, Akaya. أردت الأمر على ذلك النحو فسوف
This is a waste of my time.
Gel buraya.
You'll never get away! Die! Infidel!
سوف آتي إليك.
Don't let him escape! How could we have lost him? This is hopeless. I'll never find him.
You've done a good thing today, Altair. In exchange, I'll share my knowledge with you. Your target is likely to be dressed, much like his followers. So here is how to distinguish him from the others. He wears rich golden robes and carries with him a large pouch. Find him, brother. Make him feel pain.
جزاء ذلك.
Strange, I've never seen someone do that before.
news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it.